Hello, class. Welcome to the first synchronous class for our course. I hope you are doing good and taking care of yourself. Well, let us get started by talking about reading strategies. And let me introduce this idea. Uh, when you go to a party, what do you usually do? So you enter. If you are with your friends, you get attached to them, but you also searching all around, searching for new people to socialize, right? Um, Sometimes we connect with people just by seeing their gestures, if they smile, if they do not. Uh, we even connect by seeing something that they are drinking. We approach them. If there's music, everybody's dancing. You just try a way to approach them, and this is not in the sense of trying to hook up with someone. You just want to socialize, looking for new people. Well, what you do is that you create a big picture by observing. So you just look at the person and you create your own profile of the person, right? Well, let me tell you that a similar process occurs when reading. And sometimes we just get scared of reading. We see a textbook and it's like, ugh, it looks too thick. Uh, it's not interesting. I hate reading. Well, you say, I think it's the way that we have approached the reading idea. Uh, we need to get a picture to create like a profile of the text that we will be reading. So that's what we do in previewing. So this is one of the first reading strategies. When we get a textbook, or if we are reading the newspaper, or any other text that gets into our hands, we first look for, the title, the author details. Usually, when we get a book, there's not a biography of the author. There are more details about the person who wrote the book. Second step is that you take a look at the abstract. Many books bring a preface, or somebody has written something about the book, so that's important to read. The other step when we are previewing is that we need to read the headings, the titles, or any highlighted text that we see in the textbook. We look for illustrations and graphics. Some books are really nice. They come in very with colors, with lots of illustrations. So that really helps. And you also read the first sentence in each paragraph. Briefly reading just to pick up an idea of what's coming. All right. So let us make a start. And I want you to stop this video and take a look at the article that you will find in the platform called Microaggressions. Try to apply the previewing steps so you can grasp an idea of what that article is about. Okay, so you know the title, the authors, if there's an abstract, reading the first sentences. Just take a look at it. Go around and pay attention to those details that we mentioned in the previewing strategy. So stop the video, go back to the article, and try to do that. Great. After you have briefly seen the paper, try to answer these questions. What is the title of the paper? What about the authors? Is there information about them? Did you see any summary or abstract? What else did you find in the first pages? What about the headings, subheadings, any illustrations? So please, take your time, and again, if you need to stop the video, stop it, and just answer these questions. Great! So you have an idea about what previewing looks like. Now we move to skimming. Well, skimming is just running your eyes very quickly over chunks of text. What do we do? What steps do we follow? We pay attention if there's bold text and graphics. Again, looks like similar to previewing, but now you're focusing on more details. You start the beginning of the text. Okay, you start reading the beginning of the text and glide your eyes over the text quickly, very quickly. You just glide your eyes. You read the first and last sentence of the paragraph. Sorry for that typo there. I will correct it later. And yeah, skimming helps us to familiarize with the text. Okay, now we are working more with the text. Okay, in previewing it was just to get the general idea about the authors, the titles, and other details. So let us do the same. Stop the video, go back to the material, the microaggressions article, and try to apply the steps in skimming. Great! Now, after you have skimmed the article, can you identify what a paragraph begins, when it ends? Can you tell me your ideas about the topic the article will develop? Are you able to say more about the topic they will be developing? So take your time and answer these questions. Cool! Now that you've finished skimming, let us move to scanning. And look at the guy on top. This guy is with his finger, trying to follow each line, each idea. So that's what we do in scanning. We sweep our eyes like a radar and over a part of a specific text. We're looking for specific pieces of information. And in scanning, we follow the following steps. So they suggest that we work with our fingers, but it's good that you get a highlighter if you can highlight. If you want to do the exercise with the fingers, that would be cool. And it says that you allow your fingers and eyes to move quickly. You're looking quickly for information. When you find that piece of information, you stop and you focus more on that. And you see, you slow down to read the relevant information that you are being requested. Again, in the article, you're looking now for specific information. And look, now I want you to pay attention to what a microaggression is. So go and look for the definition of microaggression. This is very specific information, so you go with your eyes and just try to sweep your eyes around the text. I also want you to identify or to search, when do a microaggression occurs? What are some examples of microaggressions? I forgot to write a question mark there. How do minorities feel when they are subject of microaggressions? And where has been research most of the time focused? So to do this part, you will find the information in the introduction. Don't go farther, okay? It's just in the introduction. This article has a lot of parts, but right now just focus on the introduction. Well, if you have any question, you know the channels of communication that I shared with you in the previous video. So feel free to email me. I will do my best to answer questions. And please, I encourage you to watch the videos, to do the exercises. That really helps. Thank you so much.